Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Do you remember that game Viewpoint for the Neo-Geo? Well, I remember it because it reminded me of a childhood favorite game of mine called Ⅎ𝒾𝓈𝓈. Well, guess what? There was a sequel, a prototype that has been preserved by another YouTube channel called Hard4Games, and in this video we are going to check it out. So the sequel is called Viewpoint 2064. You get it? It's for the Nintendo 64. It has 20 in front of it, but ultimately it has 64. So here we have it, the Nintendo 64 sequel. This is Viewpoint 2064. Now guys, if you want an in-depth understanding of this, definitely check out Hard4Games video. It's really cool. What they say in the description, and I'm going to read that out, it says, "We have preserved the master version of the lost and unreleased Nintendo 64 title, Viewpoint 2064. This game was shown off at Space World 1999 before being cancelled. A prototype beta version was discovered and dumped in 2020, but this build seems to be complete and final." So that's really awesome. Now, in my kind of quick play of it, I got to the second level with 1 life, and that is where I died. But it carries a lot of stuff from the original Viewpoint. Now, I'm not a master of Viewpoint, the original one. I'm not too familiar with it beyond playing it in a few live streams and thinking, yeah, that's kind of cool. It reminds me of a game called Ⅎ𝒾𝓈𝓈 that I either used to play on my Atari 800 or the Commodore 64. But yeah, it just has everything going for it. I do remember shooting those crystals and they rotate and open those gates for you. You still have to do that. I also like the way your shot goes. So your normal shot just fires forward. So whatever you're firing at, it kind of falls whichever direction your ship is facing in, that fire is going in that direction. But then you've got that lock-on mechanic. The lock-on mechanic just feels absolutely amazing. It reminds me of games like a layer section where you lock onto stuff and you just blow up multiple targets at once. I have to send a special thank you out to Ⅎ𝒾𝓈𝓈, who posted this over my Discord saying, yo Pixel, you need to check this out, and also to Tranquil Breeze that posted it later, not seeing the message above from Ⅎ𝒾𝓈𝓈 mentioning this. So guys, I really appreciate it when you like ping me or post stuff on my Discord and say, Pixel, you want to check this out. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, I need to check this out. Then while I was doing some chores around the house, I was speaking to a couple of friends of mine. One of them was Big Al, and I was like, guys, check this out. The other was Terminator 2K2. Can this run on MiSTer? Ⅎ𝒾𝓈𝓈 himself couldn't get it working on MiSTer. He just got a black screen after a couple of screens. Terminator 2K2 and Big Al couldn't get it working. So I haven't even tried this on MiSTer, but I take 3 people who are trustworthy on it that it doesn't currently work. Hopefully we can get this working on FPGA devices such as the MiSTer, and guess what, even stuff like the Analogue 3D. That's well, it's the hot new toy in town, isn't it? So absolutely fantastic playing this on RetroArch. Had a lot of fun, but Big Al said he didn't really like this game, and I don't understand why. It feels decent. You can actually dodge the bullets. It's not like it's unfair. When I saw the bullets, I could see the patterns and I could dodge. On the whole, I like this game. It's decent, and I wasn't the biggest fan of Viewpoint, but I really like this. See this bit here? You can navigate through those bullets, and it's done quite well. The game has a bit of variety in its terrain as well. I really like it where you go into this kind of tunnel part. Naturally, you need to shoot everything to kind of get through it. And I got myself some kind of power up now. Honestly, when I played this, I'm not sure if I was doing stuff wrong or if I wasn't using certain mechanics in the game. Maybe I wasn't, maybe I was, but I just had fun shooting and especially locking on with stuff. And here I am, I'm getting some kind of big warning. And what are we going to face here? I think this is where I fight the giant spider. Here we go. It just came down and it is awesome. So you can lock onto like the minions it fires out, different parts of its body. At one point, I think I was shooting the giant spider's behind. But what's really cool is you shoot its legs with like your normal fire and then you lock onto different parts. Absolutely superb. It feels like an arcade game, and it feels like an arcade on the Nintendo 64. I wonder if this would have been, this was a Nintendo 64 game, right? But it would have felt right at home on the arcade side of the N64. Was it called Alex 64? I remember playing that on the MiSTer FPGA. I really do hope we can get this working on the MiSTer. I would absolutely love to play it on that. And look at this. Look at the bosses on that. It feels like an arcade game. It feels like you went into the arcade and you played that 3D sequel. Guys, you remember sometimes there was a 2D games we grew up with, and then they kind of made the polygony 3D-ish kind of sequel of that game. Well, this is what it looks like. This is what I feel like I'm playing, and here I am locking onto a spider's behind, because that's what we do on this channel. I'm always a fan of good-looking set-piece kind of intros, and I do like the ones here. They're very sci-fi. It feels like you're flying into danger and different missions, and here I am going into stage 2. What I didn't kind of show you here, when you finish stage 1, it gives you an option. It says fly left for stage 2 or fly right for stage 3. I thought that was really interesting. But guys, this is a quick video. I don't know too much about this game. I was definitely intrigued that a sequel to a Neo-Geo game is on the Nintendo 64. Now I know Hard4Games have said that there was a version or an incomplete version previously dumped like in the year 2020, but I never heard of it, I never tried it, and this is the first time I'm trying it, and I really do think it's a good game. I'm not sure if Hard4Games have provided a link for this particular game or to download it, but it is available on the internet. If you've got your Google skills and you're half a Google ninja, you can probably find it and play it. Now I'm really interested if you guys manage to get this running on original hardware or something like a MiSTer FPGA or even like the Analogue 3D via any flash cards it supports. But for now, play it in RetroArch, enjoy it, and I'm going to end the video here. Guys, be freaking awesome to one another. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out. Oh yeah, and a massive thank you to all the guys at Hard4Games and anyone else involved in this preservation effort. Goodbye.